Hi, everybody. It's me, your boy, Grassy, Brendan, whatever you want to call me. Doesn't matter. So, I wanted to make a video explaining, for people who aren't familiar, what a Pokemon Draft League is and sort of how ours is going to work. Because I don't know. I was just thinking that it would help because there's a couple of different things between normal draft leagues if you're not familiar, or if you are familiar, and ours. So, and if you just don't know how they work, uh, I thought this would be a great place to explain it. So, generally, Pokemon Draft League is you and a bunch of other people all get together and you say, okay, it's time. We're going to draft some Pokemon in a competitive format. You draft however many, 11, 12-ish amount of Pokemon, and people do different ways about how they draft stuff. I'll get into that later. But you go through and once you have your set of like 11 or 12ish Pokemon, you say, all right, great. And then every week, you get scheduled to battle a different person in the draft league, and you're only allowed to bring 6 of the 11 or 12ish Pokemon you drafted. So you want to try to bring the ones that will help you have the most advantage, or ones that might learn certain moves that will really help or have abilities and blah blah blah. You get the gist. So anyway, and you just have a 6v6 battle, and at the end of the weeks, once you've battled everybody in your league or your division or however it's organized, once you've battled everybody you need to battle, you get sent up to the playoffs. If you are in the top 4, the top 4 teams move on to the playoffs, where they battle each other in a single Elam bracket, and then the winner of that is the winner of the league. So for ours, there's 9 of us. I'll introduce us once we get to the actual day of the draft. But there's me, Jack, Thomas, East, Ghost, Brandon, Ethan, Sean, Mitch, and then me. Yeah, because I already said me. Also, this video obviously is not scripted or anything. I'm very just going off the top of my head. So if I repeat things, I apologize. But that's not edited very well either. So a lot of people, when they do drafts, they do it based on tiers, or they do it based on points within certain tiers. So it's like, oh, you have a budget of 200 points and you have to spend those points, and certain things are worth different amounts. Or you just say, hey, everybody gets X amount of numbers of certain tiers. Go ahead. We do it by tiers, but this is where things get pretty different. So the way we do battles, we don't like using legendaries, regardless of how good the legendary is. That's just kind of the way we prefer to do it. So we took it on our own liberty to make sort of our own tiering system, our own tiers of stuff. That's outside the realm of legendaries. You guys are probably going to disagree with it for people who are seasoned, but you know, you might see some Pokemon that you wouldn't normally see be used. So that's kind of fun, right? And also it's just between us friends. So we don't really have a whole name for it either. We come up with like team names, but some of us come up with the team names like within the last 3 weeks. So don't expect, we'll probably just refer to each other as like, oh, here comes Thomas's team or whatever. Other than that, let's get into the tiers and how exactly ours is going to be working down. Because usually, and I'll move over to a different window here. Nice transition, I know. So, as you can see, we have a couple tiers here. Ignore this little corner happening over here. All right, my mouse is here. Okay, ignore this going on over here. So normally we have different, we draft like a different number of each of the tiers, but we also have like usually a special guy we're allowed to draft. So for our first draft we did in Sun and Moon, we had a Mega Evolution. We get the Sword and Shield, they removed Mega Evolutions. Heck. So then we were like, okay, how about everybody gets one Gigantamax? Then after that draft, we all kind of universally agreed we hate that mechanic. Dynamax is a very not fun mechanic to play around, specifically in singles. I know people like in doubles, but yeah, in singles, which is these are single battles, so get that squared away. I will link this tier draft thing, a view-only version of it, in the description. If you want to take a look at it and be like, oh, I hope this thing gets drafted, and make your own little list if you're into that kind of thing. Might be fun. But yeah, so the way we're doing it this time is that everybody gets one legendary. The legendaries we did refer to Smogon for, because I do trust them on Pokemon with 600 base stat totals. So basically all the legends that are available on here are OU and under. Good, right? Okay. So we have plenty of list. Like I said, you guys can scroll through if you want. So everybody gets one legend this time. And we're all get to draft 2 tier A Pokemon, 3 tier B, 3 tier C, and 3 tier D. So altogether, everybody gets 12 Pokemon. Tier D Pokemon are just sort of anything that's not listed in A, B, C is in tier D. So we kind of made a compiled list of like fully evolved versions, but like the middle evolution things like Ivysaur and Charmeleon are also considered tier D. As you can see, we only have one Pokemon actually banned, which is Galarian Darmanitan. If you're familiar with Galarian Darmanitan and you're at all familiar with competitive Pokemon, I don't think you'll disagree with that. There's a couple Pokemon that are banned in OU right now that I think we have available in here because I think some people agree that I think certain things are okay in Draft League because since you can prepare for them, it's a little easier. So I think those two are Dracovish and Cinderace currently. Yeah. I don't think anything else is super bad. Yeah, we also kind of base these tiers on draft stuff because that's what we mostly like doing. But yeah, this should be a fun time. Like I said, I will link that down below. We'll go back to this screen right here. Let's see if I have any closing thoughts. The draft is going to be on the 30th. And if you're excited to support any one of the boys, if you've watched any of the streams, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be streamed right on twitch.tv/GrassyDino. I'll also put a link to that in the description. And then every week, I think, hopefully, maybe I can upload them on Mondays because Mondays are bleh, and people like having a nice thing to look forward to. Maybe we can upload something every Monday. I'm going to be recording those. I'm not going to be necessarily streaming them. I think if we can, we're going to try to stream the playoffs. I'm one of 2 people who have capture cards. So, and I don't think the other person with the capture card's that interested in recording and streaming, but we'll see. Maybe they will. But yeah, I'm very, very looking forward to it. I have my team all planned out, and that's one of the most exciting parts is when you're drafting. I guess I didn't really explain this part. When somebody drafts a Pokemon, nobody else can take it. Only you have it. So, for example, if I took Charizard, then Ethan can't pick Charizard anymore. So, very interesting trying to get the things that you want, whether it be just like comfort picks or you want to try something really new or you're like, oh, wait, this seems really good. One of the most exciting parts is the actual draft itself. So, yeah, I think that's about my wrapped up thoughts there. Let me know what you guys think. If you're excited, hit the thumbs up button, throw a follower to Grassy Dino. The 30th is going to be a pretty fun day. The 30th and the 29th of April, because 29th we're going to be streaming the original Pokemon Snap, and the 30th we're going to be streaming the new Pokemon Snap, and then we're going to be going right into draft at around 7. So if you're excited, like I said, do all the other things. Follow, subscribe, do all of it. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the links. Grassy Dino is the name. Guy in the dinosaur suit. You'll find it. It's all the same profile picture on everything, I think. Although I think YouTube has a little ghost. I should switch that. It might be switched by the time you see this. Okay. I've been rambling on fairly long now. So, hey, if you're excited, like I said, do all the things and have a great day.